Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at.
Hello and welcome back. Okay, so make this pie. What you're first going to do is just wash and prick 3 medium sweet potatoes or 2 large ones. And then you're just going to put them in the microwave for about 8 minutes. Or alternatively, you can cook them in the oven for about 45 minutes at about 200 degrees Celsius. Once they're done, just cut them open and put them aside to cool down, ready to be used after. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do is make your pie crust. You can either buy this separately or you can make your own. To make this, you need 125 grams of plain flour, a pinch of salt, 55 grams of vegan butter or margarine, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of cold water afterwards. You just rub the butter into the flour, and then you add the water, stir it around with a knife or a spoon, and then bunch it together to make a ball of dough. Okay, and now you just need to roll it out to the size of your pie dish. It usually is a circle, so try and make it as best you can. And then add it to the dish. Cut away the excess and make sure to fill in any holes. And then when you've done that, just blind bake it, and I usually just prick it with a fork to make sure it doesn't bubble up. And you can also add parchment paper and some baking beans first, but I didn't. And then you only need to bake it for about 10 minutes, just till it's a little bit crispy and hard. Okay, now to the proper ingredients. You need your potatoes from before, coconut milk, some maple syrup, vanilla extract, cornstarch, and some spices. Okay, so what you want to do is just scoop out your potato from the skin, and after you've done that, you just mash it all together. I might just use the back of a spoon, but you can also use a potato masher. And then you want to open up your can of coconut milk and skim off the cream top to be used after, and then you just mix the water with the rest of the cream that was left in, and then you measure out 3 1/4 cups of this to add to the potato. And then you need to add the maple syrup, which is about 3 tablespoons. I just eyeballed it. And then corn flour, 2 tablespoons, a cap of vanilla essence, and then your spices. I used 3 tablespoons of mixed spice, 1 tablespoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. But you can adjust it to whatever spices you want and the amounts. This one I used was quite spicy, so feel free to use less or even more. And the same with the maple syrup. If you want it a bit more sweet, you can just add some more maple syrup. Okay, well, you just need to just basically add that, mix it all together, and then you add it into the pie crust. This is what it should look like after it's been blind baked. Spread it all out evenly, and then you need to bake that in the oven for about 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is my first video using my proper oven now, so I'm really happy. about that. This is what it looks like when it's done. And now onto the coconut cream. You just add the cream that's been left in the fridge so it stays cold. And you just whisk that up a bit first to get it smooth. And you sieve your icing sugar, which is 2 1/4 cups. And make sure to get all the lumps out by using the sieve. And then when that is done, just add about a cupful of vanilla essence. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but it just adds to the flavour really. And then you just whisk that up until it's all combined and goes quite firm, which is a very nice alternative to whipped cream. And goes well with the pie because it's quite sweet but not too sweet, and then the pie is quite spicy, so it does complement it well. Anyway, well, I hope you like this recipe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I'm tired of the fake love.